In 2015, Miyazaki released the game, but it had a little twist. The game was only released on the PlayStation. Yes, there is a game that's console only and not on the PC. Well, you might think, why would anyone do that? Because Miyazaki knew Bloodborne was going to be a special little gem. People all over the world decided to buy a PlayStation just for this game. Well, I don't have to tell you how special that game has to be for people to put a lot of money into it, to play one game. So today I'm a Platinum Hunter. I decided I'm going to Platinum Bloodborne. And it has been a fun journey, and I will give you guys my honest opinion on the game.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've come to the right place.
A lot happens in the first hour of the game. You die your first time, go to the hunter's dream and find out that you have a choice to make for your weapons. You go back into the game and there are a lot of enemies you have to fight, and wait, is there a door? Is that an NPC I can talk to? Then after some exploring you can open some doors and you find out there are shortcuts in this game that are going to be very important. And then you just walk over a bridge. And you think, wow, what is there an item at the end of the bridge? Yeah, and then this happens. The Cleric Beast is an amazing fight. It's so much fun, it's not too hard. And you get a sense of how the bosses are going to feel like in this game. You get to understand that if you hit one limb more than the others, that you get like bonus damage. Also your blood vials, they don't replenish. Oh, you have to farm. That's annoying. Then you find out that from these big guys you always get a lot of vials, so you start to make a route for yourself. After you first defeat the Cleric Beast, you're on a high no one can describe. It's amazing. You kill him and there's a lamp, and you get a lot of echoes, and it feels like such a big victory. And then you get to Father Gascoigne.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Father Gascoigne was an annoying fight for me, because I don't usually use my gun. I just don't. And this fight is made for you to use your gun, to understand how the parrying works in this game. I totally didn't get that, so I just killed him without using my gun, and I never truly used it. So it took me a little bit longer, this fight, but although, again, the feeling of getting the kill is so amazing. And I think that was my first real hour into the game, and I give this hour a 7. Who did not hate this prick that is talking right now? I died so many times fighting. But the mid-game of Bloodborne is pretty fun. It's the most fun part in my opinion, because you really get into a flow. Because first of all I killed Vicar Emilia, and I did it pretty quickly and gave me a lot of confidence. Then I found the Blood-Starved Beast. The Blood-Starved Beast was a bit more of a headache because the poison, but the early game bosses really do make you think about the game a lot more. Then you find these 3 pricks, the Shadows of Yharnam, and the first time you get triple teamed in this game. It's not fun. Then you find the big ass spider in the lake. Yeah, you have to look it up because I did not jump into the lake on my own, to be honest. But this is a weird one because it was the first boss that really did not give me a lot of difficulty. And you find out the bosses in Bloodborne aren't really that hard. Then you find a big ass squiggly thing. He looks really tough, but to be honest, I did first try him, I think, because again, the bosses in this game are not that hard, to be honest. But that's not why you play this game. You play this game because it makes you feel like you're the part of this world of Bloodborne. Every new section you get in, it's different. Old Yharnam, the people are more sick, the beasts are more beast-like. The chapel, everybody, there's incense everywhere. The details in this game are so well done, it's crazy. Every section of the game feels like a different section. It feels like a different part of the world you can explore. And after you finally kill one of the bosses, there's a whole new universe you can explore. This game is so good in making atmosphere. Wait a minute, wasn't I saying something? Oh yeah, and then you find Mikolash.
No, we shall not abandon the dream. No one can catch us. No one can stop us now.
And Mikolash is a very interesting person. The boss fight is not that hard again, but it's the first time it's a true puzzle. But after like 15 minutes of trying this boss, I found how the puzzles worked and it was not that difficult again. Mikolash is, in my opinion, the easiest boss in the game, but he has one annoying move. It's the one where he goes with his hands in the air and make like a bubble and there shoot like a million things out of it. That's got me so many times. Holy, I was not having a good time with this boss. But I did a second and a third run and it was by far the easiest boss in this entire game when you understand his mechanics. Then you fight the Wet Nurse. Wet Nurse, again, very easy boss when you understand the mechanics of bosses. Yeah, around this point I started to think, wow, why are the bosses this easy? I'm sorry, but I only had real trouble for the first like 4 or 5 bosses in this game. So why is it suddenly this easy? Am I just that good? Just being in the world of Bloodborne is very fun. And I think that I'm going to give it a really high number, also because it was not that hard. If every boss should have given me a headache, I wouldn't give it so high. Because I'm going to give the mid-game a 9.
Shh. Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gammon joins the hunt.
This was the first ending I chose in my playthrough through Bloodborne. But after you get this ending, which is a phenomenal ending because you find out that Gehrman, the one that is in the hunter's dream, can actually walk and can fight like a... But after this run, you find out there are different endings to this game because you can refuse, you can accept, or there is a secret ending that is a true ending. I found out by my brother telling me and showing me the way how to get umbilical cords. But this is such a great ending for this game because all of the 3 endings are phenomenal. They all make total sense to the story. It's just a dream. You wake up when you let him kill you. The second one is you kill him and then someone has to take his place. So that's going to be you. And then the secret ending is if you did get the umbilical cord, he can't eat you, so he can't tie you down to the hunter's dream. It's just so... It's such an amazing ending for such an amazing game. And that's why I'm going to give the ending an 8.5. Okay, so that was just a rating for the early, mid-game and end-game for Bloodborne. I also have 10 other key points I will rate this game in, so you can get a nice overall rating for Bloodborne. Let's just get through them very quickly because I don't want to bore you guys. The graphics get a 9 of course because it's so beautifully done. The details are so amazing and I can't name another game where the gothic, like gory atmosphere is so well done. The controls get an 8 because through the entire game I never truly got annoyed at the controls. And an 8 is an amazing rating, guys. Not everything has to be a 10. The storyline gets a 9 from me. And yes guys, you have to look up information to understand the story. But I did that. I watched some videos about how the world works with Bloodborne. And it's just so complex and beautiful. So that's why it gets a 9. Character building also gets a 9. Because you feel like the shit, to be honest. You feel like when you get through the first 4 bosses of the game. That you can take on the whole world. Bloodborne is your world in your opinion. And I think that's a sign of good character building. The bosses get an 8, because it's not higher, because they are not that difficult. The first few were very difficult and very amusing. Well, at least when you kill them, the first 20 deaths, they are not. But the bosses get a little bit soft at the end of the game, and that's why it dropped down to an 8. Because the character design for the bosses is amazing, the movesets are amazing, I like everything about it, except the difficulty. The main guy gets an 8. The main guy in this boss is the hunter himself. The hunter would get lower score except for the ending. The ending makes it an 8, otherwise it would be a 7. But in the end you get a real story about the hunter and what you are going to do and what you're going to become. So that's why it got an 8. The items / weapons get a 9.5 because come on guys, the items and weapons are amazing. The weapons feel so good and of course they're not all the same strength level, but it's just very fun to try out, and there are 2 different ways you can use your weapon, the long range and the short range. You have your gun, you have your Molotovs, it fits, everything fits into the world of Bloodborne, and that's why it gets a 9.5. The flow of the game gets a 7 for me because yes, my little brother had to tell me a lot of things and I usually don't like that about games. I want games to tell you where to go and what to do because I don't want to go search out for it myself. So that's why it gets a 7. Creativity gets a 9 because there is no other game like Bloodborne. And I can confidently say that. And how many games have that? There are no lookalikes for Bloodborne. Name me one in the comments down below, I dare you guys. The Jojo factor is something I can give out myself if I want to and if I feel like it. Because it's my playthrough, it's my rating, I want to rate this game. And yes, this game gets a Jojo factor a 9. Because, come on, this is, I think, the most fun I had in the game and the most amazing game I played personally.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy.
So it's finally time for the final rating for Bloodborne. When you add up all the scores I've shown you guys in the video, you get to this number. But first of all, I would like to thank you guys. I would like to thank you guys that you got on this ride with me, that you stuck through the entire video, and I hope you guys get to play Bloodborne yourself sometimes, because it is a phenomenal game, as I explained to you in the video. So the rating for Bloodborne is a 8.4, and that's the highest rating I ever given a video game.
Tonight, Gammon joins the hunt.
Okay guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to MKIceandFire because I lost all my Bloodborne content. Yeah, it's very shitty, but I borrowed his content, I left his tag in the entire video. I will leave his channel in the description down below, so check him out. And thank you for saving my video, MKIceandFire.